Hi guys, welcome back to Books Weekend. My name is Brooke and today we are doing my January TBR. Last year I read 54 books. It was the first year I didn't reach my Goodreads reading challenge, which was of 75 books, but it is the most books I've read in any given year, so I should be happy with it. But I'm doing something really stupid this year because my goal is always kind of secretly to read 100 books. I just know that I just don't believe I can do it looking at previous years where I don't really read that many books. So I've always set my Goodreads goal lower, but this year I have set it to 100, and that is because it's for me, like it's not for anything else. And if my goal is to try and read 100 books anyway, why not set it at that? Like if I don't get it, it doesn't mean anything. So I have set it at 100 books. But to help me with that, I am setting myself a TBR of 10 books each month. I will obviously try and read them all. Obviously that's 120 books in total. I'm doing 10, so if I read like 10 in 1 month, and maybe I don't get to all 10 books in another month, then hopefully it will balance itself out. But I think having these set books that I want to read in that month might help me. I'm a bit of a mood reader, so it might not, but I'm willing to give it a go. We're going to experiment this year. We're going to just try and be more organised and focused. So that's my goals and why I'm starting to do TBR videos. So let's just get into the books that I want to read this month. Like I said, there are 10 of them, quite a mix, but let's get into them. So the first book I've actually already read. I finished it yesterday. It's the 2nd of January today. So I finished this one yesterday, and that is Cuckoo Song by Frances Hardinge. I am going to write a review on my blog for this book, so I'll link my blog down below so you can go and check that out. I don't know when it'll be up, but keep an eye out for it. I love this book, but I won't get into my thoughts here because this is a TBR video. This book is about Tris, and she wakes up and her memory's foggy. She has just a hunger that won't go away. She's crying cobwebs and everything's just a bit odd, and it's about her figuring out what's happened to her, what's caused this change. It is so strange and so weird. Frances Hardinge's writing is so captivating. I read Deep Light by her last year, and is one of my favourite books. I gave that 5 stars as well, and so now I need to pick up everything she writes. So yeah, this one was on my TBR, but I've already finished it. Next is the book I am currently reading, and that is The Humans by Matt Haig. This is, I believe, like a commentary on the human race. I'm like 12 pages into it so far. I heard about this book from Kayla at Books and Lala. I believe it's about an alien who takes over the body of this mathematician who has like solved this unsolvable equation, and they need to get rid of the evidence. But more than that, it is a commentary on the human race, and so far it's really funny, and I love things that talk about stuff like that, like the human race, and just sort of put us in perspective. There's a sign that says, "It is in short about how to become a human," on that's like the first page, and it sounds amazing so far. Like it was a bit of a hit and miss pickup for me, but I am really excited to continue it, and that's why it's on my January TBR this month. Next is a book that is like something I have never picked up before. It is a true fiction book, and I don't think I've ever read a true fiction book, but I'm really getting into mystery and thrillers. So if you do have any recommendations, leave them down below because I would love to pick them up, and I'm not really sure where to begin. Like I have a few that I want to start with, but any true fiction, well, any mystery thrillers, let me know for sure. And if this book goes well, I might be looking into some more true fiction as well. But I got this book for Christmas from my nan and granddad, and that is Unbelievable by T. Christian Miller and Ken Armstrong, and I'd never heard of this before. There's a Netflix series about it, so maybe I'll read this and then watch the series. But it says, a true story of doubt and betrayal, 2 detectives' relentless hunt for justice. She said she was raped, police said she lied. I guess this is just like the investigation into that case, because I think they believe her where the police don't, so they look into it a bit more, and just, yeah, I'll let you know. But I don't really know, so I might hate this, I might DNF it, but I also might love it, and I'm willing to give it a go this month, because if I like this, then this could set out some more of my reading for 2020. Next is Serious Moonlight by Jen Bennett. I don't really know what this book's about. It's like a summer contemporary mixed with some thriller aspects, I believe. She gets a new job over the summer, and there's this writer staying in the hotel, and he's acting really strange and having mysterious meetings, and so she sort of gets interested into what's going on, and it's mixed with a bit of romance as well, so that might be interesting. Next is a adult thriller, and that is Chalkman by CJ Tudor. This book, when I first heard about it, like really captivated me, and so has their newest book, The Taking of Annie Thorne, which I am hoping to pick up soon as well if I enjoyed this one. But I believe this one is about this group of friends who start drawing like chalk men just randomly, but then they start appearing by themselves, and it's like, why are these chalk men appearing if no one's drawing them? What's happening? It's a bit spooky and weird, and I'm interested and excited to see what happens. Next is another book that I've already started but I put down and I want to get back into it, and that is Havenfall by Sarah Holland. She is the writer of Everless, I believe that's what it's called, which was a YA fantasy, as is this one. This comes out in March 2020. I got this arc in a book box club. They did a really cool thing where there were like 10 different arcs, and you had to get one of them in their December box, and I got this one, and this sounds so cool. So it's basically about this inn called Havenfall, which has doors to other worlds, and like once a year these worlds like come to this inn and have like a committee just to keep the peace. You know, I guess trouble starts occurring and all of that good stuff. I'm loving it. It's so magical and whimsical, and just I got to chapter 3, so I'll be picking this up soon. Next is a book I got in my Fairy Loot box, and that is It Will Fall by Sarah Harrion. This book follows our main character, who is an empath, and that means she can like sense the other emotions of people, but in this world magic is illegal, so she can't really like let people know that she has this power. There's this evil lurking underneath, and she has to like battle and fight for her life. Sounds like an adventurous fantasy. I'm interested in the empath magic. I think that's really interesting and could go really well. I just really like this cover. It's like she's there in a cave or something. That really interests me, so I'm excited to pick this up. It's not too big either. It's like 300 and something pages, so I'm looking forward to this. The next book is Coral by Sarah Ellen, and the reason I picked this book up is so ridiculous, and I'm aware of that, but the reason I picked this book up is because one of the main characters is called Brooke, and that's my name. But other than that, it is also a mermaid book, and I love mermaids and the ocean and everything to do with that, so I am also very interested in this storyline, not just that the main character's got my name. But because that's why I picked it up, I don't really know what this is about, and I don't want to like read the synopsis. I just want to go into it not knowing what's going on, so I will give you more of a synopsis when I do my wrap up, and I've hopefully read this. I think this is going to be one of the next books I pick up, so excited. It's just, I know it's a mermaid, there's mermaids in it. So second to last book is Broken Things by Lauren Oliver. This is quite a big one. And again, I'm not really sure what it's about. It's been 5 years since Mia, Bryn and Owen murdered Summer Marks, the best friend in the woods, or so the story goes. Okay, so I think this is like a YA mystery thriller. I read Delirium by Lauren Oliver ages ago, and I loved the first one. The other two in the series weren't great, but I loved the first one, and I also think Replica is by her. I didn't read the sequel to that because I'm just lazy, and I loved that one. So I do love Lauren Oliver's writing style, and I want to pick up more books by her, and I got this one for Christmas, and it just sounds super interesting. Like I said, I'm really getting into mystery thrillers, so this one I'm hoping will be good. And finally, I thought because it's the first month, I'm planning on trying to do 10 books, which I've never done before. I would pick up a short graphic novel, and I am going to try and pick up short books mixed with long books, and that, so you know, graphic novels I might pick up more of, or poetry collections and stuff like that, just to broaden my reading taste a bit more and to help me reach that goal. But this one is the Stranger Things graphic novel, The Other Side. I believe this is just a graphic novel of Stranger Things. I don't know how far it goes. I know it's like based on season 1, but I don't know how far it goes, because I don't think it's the whole of series 1. Sorry, that made no sense. But yeah, I think it's like the first part of season 1 of Stranger Things, which I'm excited to read. I love Stranger Things. It's my favourite TV show. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited, because I kind of want to rewatch all of Stranger Things again. So maybe this will spark that and I'll do it, and just I love Stranger Things. Okay, so I'm excited to pick this up, and if it isn't all of season 1, I hope they do more of these. We can hope. So that is the 10 books I'm hoping to read in January. Wish me luck. I normally read like 2 or 3 books a month, but I think I can do it. Where I'm being organised, I'm planning things out, I'm being more determined. I think I can do it. So wish me luck. I will see you guys next time, and let me know what you're planning to read in 2020, or just this month, or whatever. And I'll see you guys again. Bye.
Been on my own, trying to find my way